You are listening to the Brutally Delicious podcast. I am Bruce.
My name is Chris, and today we have on a Canadian.
Yeah, he's from Toronto, right?
He's from the T-Dot.
Yep, Daemon Grey. I don't know
Is
if you had
it
a chance.
Damon or Damien?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, look, M-O-N to me is Mun.
Oh, yeah, it's Damon. You're right, Damon.
I don't know how you speak in Canada, but it's Mun here.
Well, no, I have dyslexia, so I saw the E and the M reversed.
Yeah, just pay attention.
So why don't you just make fun of my disability? Jesus.
Pay attention to what it's about, and we'll be all right.
Hey, don't make fun of us Canadians, eh? We learn to cross-check before we can walk, okay?
Right. Nice. Anyway, have you had a chance to check him out?
I have. I just listened to, let me get the song up here.
It's pretty crazy stuff.
I just listened to King of Sin. And
I like it. I like it a lot,
actually. It was fucking killer. So good.
I'm digging it. So if you want to hang on, we'll go ahead and grab them.
All right, let's do it.
All right, let's add here.
Hello.
Hey, Damon, how are you? Bruce Moore, my partner, Chris.
How you doing, man?
Dudes?
What's going on?
Well, just chilling out here on King Street in Toronto, catching a bit of sun.
Nice. It's hot up there right now, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
I talked to my wife's parents the other day. They live up in Peterborough, and it was like 32.
I like the heat. Where are you guys at?
Whoa, hold on a second. What is 32? That's freezing here.
No. 32 is it's called normal temperature, Bruce. But 32 is about 90, 94, something like that.
Okay.
Somewhere.
That's a real number. 32 is snow on the ground.
Yeah, man. Yeah. No doubt.
Anyway, thanks for joining us, man. I appreciate you taking the time.
You got it, man. Yeah, and on the topic of temperature, I'm just all about heat and cold shocking my body. I like to jump in the lake and then go in the sauna and go outside. Just keep the body guessing, right?
So wait. You swim in Lake Ontario?
I do, man. Pretty much all year round.
Isn't that a little dangerous?
In what regard?
Pollution.
Oh, the spot that I go is nice and clean. It's like just out of the city a little bit.
Ah, cool. I'm originally from Canada, but my wife is from Toronto.
And where are you guys now?
I'm in Richmond, Virginia.
And I'm in DC.
Virginia. Okay.
Yeah. Well, North Virginia, but basically DC.
Nice. Cool.
So I just finished watching King of Sin, and I hear a dog barking in the background.
Yeah, I can't help it. My Dean is going crazy. Sorry.
Yeah. So
he likes King of Sin.
Yeah, nothing but the best here on the show.
Yeah. We're always fucking top notch over here.
Quality.
Yeah. So I just finished listening to King of Sin, and it fucking kicks ass. And it looks like, I went through the comments, and it looks like you did a really good job of using marketing, specifically YouTube marketing, to get people to go to your site. Was that your idea, or was that Out of Line Music? How did that kind of come about?
I wish, man. My role is really just taking some clothes off and screaming for the camera.
Nice. So, but it seems to have worked, you know?
Yeah, that was it. That was the Germans, the Germans did the YouTube stuff.
The Germans.
It's the Germans.
Nice.
Yeah, they seem to know what they're doing. I was checking the analytics on it, and yeah, it was like Poland and like random spots all across the world. I was like, that's pretty cool.
That's very cool. So do you have a band, or are you a solo artist?
No, we're a band. At first, when I was approaching it, I was just going through the process, learning how to do it. I had a couple of different, people playing live shows with me, etc. But now I'd say, as of basically like last week, I got a new bass player, and we've got some seasoned dudes now. It's a band, my man.
That's fucking awesome.
That's great.
Now, are live shows happening in Canada yet, or not yet?
Not quite yet. Like, I can see some stuff bugging me on Songkick for like early next year.
Yeah.
And I was talking to a few guys about starting to do like live streaming concert stuff with no audience. That sort of stuff's kind of happening.
Yeah.
But no, there's no like legitimate shows happening around here, or even anytime too soon that I can see.
I'm jonesing. I haven't been to a show in forever since 70,000 tons. So January.
Yeah.
Oh, that boat cruise, eh? I've heard about that.
Yeah, we've been on it. That's where I actually met Chris, but we've been on it a bunch of times over the years doing press and things.
Yeah, and if you haven't been on it, when it gets started up again, you have to get on that boat.
It's on my to-do list for sure.
Yeah, it needs to be. It's amazing.
I think it's probably one of the top metal festivals out there because it's so unique.
It is, and it's a lot of the same people every year, so you make a lot of friends, and I mean, it's just great.
Yeah, that's got to be the ultimate networking thing. It's like, even if you don't want to network, we're on the same boat. So
right.
Sorry, dude.
Yeah, we've met bands, or we've interviewed bands that have got record deals just from being fans on the boat. They were out on the beach and they were playing music, and the guy was like, "Oh, what is this?" And they're like, "Oh, it's my band." And he's like, "Oh, I'm from Nuclear Blast. Here's my card," or whatever. It's
no doubt.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. You don't need that obviously because you're without a line, but
oh man, you need it. I need it.
How did you end up getting on Out of Line? Being from Canada.
Yeah, like I'm just kind of still starting out here. I've learned a lot so far. It was synced up through some guys here in Canada, and I guess someone who kind of had represented Out of Line and worked on their behalf doing some artist AR stuff. It just so happened they were at one of my shows, and I remember there was a gentleman after one of the shows that just came up and like made a point of shaking my hand, and we just had a quick chat, and I was like, "Who is that guy?" And I guess he was a dude from representing Out of Line who ended up wheeling the deal. So it was just kind of almost, I don't know if it was a fluke chance or if it was by design, but yeah, that's kind of how it went down.
Cool.
That's pretty cool.
What club was that at?
Cool. That was at the Rivoli on Queen West.
Oh wow.
Hey, don't you have that really weird club up there, the Bovine Sex Club?
Yeah, it's got a great name. That's great.
That always stuck in my head.
I know. I always didn't know like what it was. It turns out it's just like it's one of the last authentic kind of like punk goth rock bars on Queen West. Really in Toronto, a lot of them faded away. But yeah, that one's still going. It'll still you'll still see like punks and stuff there. And we've played a bunch of shows there. Pretty cool spot.
Nice. So is it kind of like the old CBGBs, except in Toronto?
I would say so, yeah.
Nice. That's great. Chris?
Toronto's a big ass city.
Is it?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
When you fly over it, it's just like, fuck, it never ends.
Like, compare it to something like big like New York?
What do you think, Damon?
Well, I mean, I come up, from a small town. I guess not that small. It was like 50,000 people maybe when I grew up. And coming to Toronto, I thought Toronto was absolutely the biggest thing I've, ever. And then when I went to New York, I was like, holy shit, Toronto's kind of small in comparison.
I know. I'm from Vancouver originally, and it's like Vancouver's tiny compared to where I live now.
Yeah.
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 So are you guys, before all this bullshit happened with COVID, were you planning touring? What was the plans there?
Yeah, we were getting shows going, obviously, and then kind of just moving to the next phase of, working on getting on some bigger bills, festivals, stuff like that. And I was just starting to work with Out of Line and reach back out to agents and really just so I'm basically back at that time right now because I feel like no point of waiting right now. People are booking stuff now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So gonna obviously be planning that. Yeah, we were hitting up smaller shows. We hadn't done any like bigger tours yet. We're sort of just starting to get our foothold in Toronto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Hey Bruce, move your phone away.
Is it buzzing?
Yeah.
I promise I'm not on it. It just must be getting that.
You're talking to two Canadians who learned how to cross-check before they could walk.
Oh my god.
I've actually never did the hockey thing, for the record. I was not allowed. So
Me neither.
I played rugby.
I did. I played hockey when I was a kid.
Wow.
Jealous.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that explains what happened to your teeth. No.
Nice. Fuck. So tell us, new music coming out. You got new stuff in the works?
Yeah, man. Yeah, we've got the record done. It's just been a bit of a navigational experiment on how to actually push music out, and I'm learning a lot of lessons, some hard lessons along the way, and just all that stuff. But we've got an album done. So I just shot a music video for a song called "I Don't Want to Grow Up," and that is actually got the cut coming today. Sending it to the label, so hopefully they like it.
Nice.
And that'll be coming out. I guess they need 4 weeks to prep to launch it, so it's going to be coming out in about a month.
Nice. Did you shoot the video yourself, or how did that go?
I got a buddy, Rich. His company's called The Cut Cartel out of Toronto, and yeah, him and some of his guys, and we shot it. Now I did this one solo, like the band's not in it. Just that's kind of how it worked out with COVID and all that.
Yeah.
Couldn't really.
Right.
I mean, I'm all for it, but whatever. It is what it is. So yeah, the next video we're gonna get the full band in and everything. So I'm excited for that too. But this one's coming out in about I Don't Want to Grow Up. That's the next single coming out, and this one because King of Sin was kind of sort of released before yada yada yada. We weren't able. I guess they weren't able to put it on a bunch of playlists, etc. But because this new one's a fresh track, I guess they're gonna be able to push for it on, all the things that they do.
Yeah, they have a pretty big marketing arm.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, the Germans have been excessively helpful.
That was like, I don't know what accent that was, but it was something.
Yeah, I've actually tried out for a movie once, and they wanted me to do an accent, and it was, what was it? They wanted like a Boston accent, and it turned out to be like a hybrid Boston, Texas, Asian. They're like, we don't know what
that is.
you're doing.
Nice.
Okay, give us your Boston accent. Let's hear it.
Oh God, what was it? Like a hot talking from Boston.
Almost sounds like Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Terminator.
There's so many accents, man. It's just unbelievable.
I actually don't know how people do it. Like, I have no idea. It blows my mind how someone could pull off an accent that's not their natural.
And do it well, like for a whole movie or whatever. Yeah, it's crazy.
Since I moved down here, my wife catches me all the time because I'm, Canadian, but now I'm starting to say things like house and out. And she's like, what are you saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of West Coast cats, at university, there was a bunch of West Coast kids from Van.
Oh, God.
And I don't know how I picked it up, but I never lost it. I have this like weird soft like A thing. Like instead of saying sandwich, I'll be like sandwich. Like, I don't even know why I do it.
I don't know what that's all about at all.
Hey. We don't say a boot. We don't say a boot.
Oh, yes, you do.
Yeah.
What's the
I definitely say A. I think that's just in our blood. I don't know.
I can't get rid of it.
I don't realize I say it.
I can't get rid of it. I've been trying. I can't get rid of it.
It's a good word. It's useful.
Yeah. It's like, hey, it's like, don't you agree? Like, it's hot out, eh? It's hot out, eh? It is hot.
It's
fucking
it's
hot.
hot out. It's hot out,
hot?
isn't it?
Isn't it?
Ain't it? Ain't it?
Ain't it? That works too. I'll take that over
That's
A.
That's more U.S. slang. It's hot out, ain't it?
Okay. Here's a question.
We're not even talking about the band. I hope you don't mind.
If you've never listened to this podcast before, Bruce usually has random shit going off in the background and whatever. But it's a casual conversation so people can get to know the artist. So
yeah, how
do you feel that Toronto is going to be? Oh, sorry, did I say that properly? Toronto.
Yeah.
Hey, how do you feel that Toronto is going to be hosting the NHL with no fans?
Oh man. Honestly, I try not to get too involved with all the COVID conversation stuff. It just all blows my mind. Hosting NHL without any fans, dude, I don't even know what to say to that. I guess you got to pay the athletes. I got no clue, dude.
It's so weird, right? So they have Edmonton and Toronto are going to have every NHL team living in them and playing games with no fans.
That's what they're doing in
that's what's going on. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, they're doing that in Disney with the NBA.
I heard about that. I'm not really into watching sports, but yeah, I heard about that. That's crazy. So all these guys are going to be, there's going to be good competition. All these buff guys walking around. Damn.
Yeah, I know.
It's going to be crazy. And
sorry, I'm a little slow. I just picked up what you said.
And I just wonder, like the NHL Players Union said no to every place in the U.S., so they went to Canada. I guess it's probably because most of the players are from Canada, or maybe because they're handling COVID in a much better way.
Oh yeah, that's got to be it.
That was great.
Yeah, and by handling COVID, I mean they're actually doing something about it.
You mean like acknowledging it?
Yeah, they know that it exists and it's happening, and but I just wonder, I was just thinking, like, fuck, I would love to watch some hockey, but is it worth putting people's lives at risk for it? I don't know.
Oh man, yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to stick to, as soon as we can play shows again, just getting out there and doing it, man.
Oh, fucking rights. See?
I hope it comes back sooner or later. I've seen some. I was looking at Blabbermouth yesterday. Somebody in Germany just tried out like I don't know if anybody you guys saw it, but like a socially distanced full-on metal show.
I saw that. Yeah.
Did you see that? It looks like it might work.
It's an oxymoron. All right,
I know.
Do a stage dive here. Everyone.
I know.
Didn't they have circles on the floor where people were allowed to be?
Yeah, but you know what? If that's what it takes to get out there and have my ears ring and get a good dose of some heavy distortion, I might be willing to do that.
Yeah. But the thing is like, how do you drink through a mask? How do you drink through a mask?
I don't know. Maybe
no one's going to be wearing them, though. No one will wear them at the... Like, I feel like if you have a metal festival, it's just going to turn into a regular metal festival. Can I go on your shoulders?
You mean by the second song you'll be moshing?
Yeah, exactly.
The next big metal invention is going to be the drinkable mask. So, like, you can wear a mask and drink at the same time without compromising your mask. I don't know how it could be done, but
you could put a straw hole in it, couldn't you?
No, because then you have a hole in it through your mouth. It doesn't work.
But you could just like insert the straw like a little slit, and then it closes when you don't have the straw.
Well, you could go under the mask if you had
Yes. See, I like the way you're thinking.
Okay, so we need to start up an engineering firm here.
Dude, a hydration pack.
A hydration pack is great too.
Are you sick of having to take your mask off to get wasted? Well, we have the answer for you.
Or even like a Homer Simpson, like a beer hat, but just loops through like a little clip in the mask and just goes in. Oh man, we got ideas.
An air pressure seal on the hole, so you can't. Yeah. This mask is full N95 approved, and you can get wasted.
With a built-in carbonation system, yeah.
And you could brand it like merch. It could be, Daemon Grey. Right? I mean, you could sell it at the merch table.
Stay safe, stay drunk.
Yeah.
Right.
That would be something that would be very Canadian. I'm just going to say that right
now. If you use that idea, we get a percentage because that's a great idea, actually.
Yeah, let me get my lawyer assistant.
Yeah, your patent lawyer's on it.
I'm actually going to start working on a design today.
Maybe the Germans over at Out of Line will help us out with this one.
Yeah. We like to drink, but we want to stay safe.
Sorry to all of our German fans, if anybody's even listening. We're not making fun of
I don't even know if that's a German accent. I literally have no idea.
I love that you've just got like this accent you just attribute to the Germans and don't know what it is.
I love them, and they know that, and I will continue to do their accent, but I will just always exclaim how much that I love and appreciate them.
Well, they make fun of the Canadian accent. The whole world does.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Especially like if
I think that's a boot, right?
Yeah, especially if you're from like the east coast of Canada, then it's really crazy.
Oh yeah, the hard R. I used to work with a guy that had a hard R.
Oh God. So, Bruce, have you ever been to Halifax?
I have only been to Montreal.
Oh, well, Halifax is like you can't understand. I couldn't understand a word anyone said.
Really?
I was just like, what the fuck are you talking about right now?
Really?
Yeah, I went there. My
yeah, it's mumbly.
They're like how you doing? And I was just like, I have no fucking idea what anyone's saying.
Wow.
No, the alphabet's like A B C R R R R D E F R R R.
Hey, we just insulted everybody all along the way here.
And I love them. They're super nice people, but you have to can you repeat yourself? And you do it like 3 or 4 times to try and understand what the fuck they're saying.
That's funny.
As long as they listen to some Daemon Grey, we're good.
Yeah, listen to Daemon Grey anywhere you are in the world. The song fucking kicks ass. King of Sin is the new single.
Yeah, that's the first official single, and we're gonna be doing I Don't Want to Grow Up, and then the next one, Stone and Alone, is actually the old mix of it. It kind of got out. There was some other people we were working with, et cetera, but we did a remix, re-sang, whatever, and that's gonna be the one coming out after. And then I think from there we're gonna get the video out, man, or the album out.
Nice. So, do you have a release date for the album yet?
No, but I've been told by the Germans that it's basically ASAP. We want to promote the next 2 singles. They need time to sort of do that, but then after that, it's just a matter of getting it out. And then I gotta write another record, my dudes.
Well, you have stuff already in the works for it, or?
Yeah, I got 2 songs done. 2 just weird little concepts up in my head, spinning around. Maybe 3. So I've got maybe about half of it sort of roughly in my head mapped out. But yeah, it's gonna be fun to make some more.
Now, do you write and record yourself?
Yeah. So how I do it's a little different. I actually don't play any instruments. So I actually just write the songs in my head. Like I'll think of riffs in my head and I'll air guitar and I'll air drum and I'll actually figure out. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Like growing up, I watched so much live heavy metal. Like I was obsessed like a guitar player, just watching guitar, but never actually playing it. I just got obsessed with air guitar.
Nice.
And same with air drums. Like I would sit in my room, play air guitar, play air drums. I was never allowed to get drums and all that. And I had too much like ADD to actually learn guitar. But I actually learned just from really focusing on it, like strumming, like how to actually do it, sort of. And I actually direct guitar players and direct them sort of, and how I want things played and the styles. And I actually write all the guitar riffs, most of the guitar riffs, and even the drums, a lot of them, myself. So yeah, so I put it in my head so I can kind of hear it. And I start making a song structure in my head with riffs and lyrics. And then I actually record them with my mouth on GarageBand, like literally just like. So yeah, if I ever
I've never heard anybody say that before, but that's pretty interesting.
This is
apparently
cool.
Apparently Michael Jackson did it like this.
He did, yeah.
Someone said that, yeah.
Yeah.
So I basically bring that to the table. Sometimes they sound like just like the worst thing ever. Sometimes they kind of come out all right. With the drums and the vibe, and then I get it to a producer, and he kind of brings it to life, and then we bring in musicians as needed for the different parts. Is essentially how the writing process has gone.
So you're not using any studios or anything. It's all virtual instruments and getting it done. Just kind of getting the idea done.
Well, the idea I get done basically on my own with just my voice and basic. Me being a weirdo and a mic and GarageBand, but no, when we actually do the tracks, we get into the studio and everything in person. Yeah.
Oh, cool. What bar are you hanging out at right now?
I'm just actually in King West right now, just on a little side street, just chilling out under a tree.
Oh,
what are you drinking?
I'm chewing on some cloves, man. Apparently cloves are good for your breath or your teeth or something. I don't know. You can read anything these days on the internet, right?
Yeah, but so Toronto's the same time, right? It's 11:30. Are you into the it's 5 o'clock somewhere? You're still drinking coffee?
No, I'm actually doing I'm actually doing. I can't be doing any of that. I'm going to an ice bath sauna thing today, so I'm going to be sweating my face off and freezing my balls off today. So.
Interesting. So you really were serious about that. You like to shock yourself.
I find like I need to shock my brain to keep myself occupied. I like to push some. I need to be pushing extremes.
Did you get that? Did you get that from Tony Robbins?
No.
Oh, are you a cold walker?
No, I don't know. I got that. Yeah, I don't know. I got that from hanging out with too many hippies and doing psychedelics.
Nice.
Hippies in Toronto?
Yeah, there's a crew of them here, man. I tried to infiltrate their world and mate with their women, but I didn't quite fit. You know?
Jesus.
They're like, he's so different, and then I'm like, yeah, okay.
Why does he keep making these weird sounds with his mouth? He's writing a song.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I try to expand their minds. I'm like, hate is actually full of love. It's just an aggressive emotion that you don't need to take blah, blah, blah. And they're just like, I don't get it.
Nice.
Yeah, no, Michael Jackson actually did used to write that way. And he had like a, I don't know if photographic memory is the right word, but for audio he did. And he would write the whole song, parts and everything, and he'd walk into the studio and he would say to the keyboard player, I want you to do this, blah, 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 blah. And then he'd go to the drummer, I want you to play this, and he'd beatbox it, and then he'd go to the bass player, whatever, and and it would all be in key, it would all be proper, and it would all work, and then they'd play it, and then he'd sing, and that was...
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's more or less what I do.
Whoa, what the hell's that?
Oh. You guys there?
Yeah.
So
sorry.
The interesting thing about it is because, and maybe this is just a secret because I never actually learned musical theory and how to play instruments, but I have a theory that it's an advantage, where basically if I'm writing guitar riffs and I'm thinking of different parts, they don't always musically make sense. Like I'll come up with a riff and I'll be like, and then after that riff I want, and they'll be like, that actually doesn't work like musically.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, can we make it work? And then the guitar player will be like, well, I mean, I guess I could try this and then technically that. And then I'll be like, yeah. Right?
Let's do it.
And he'll be like, it's something they would have never thought of just because, because I'm coming with ideas that don't necessarily make musical sense. So sometimes we come up with some really weird stuff, I think, like that.
Cool. I have a real Canadian question for you.
Yep.
What is your opinion on the hit song "Speak Moistly"?
What?
Man,
what are you talking about?
Bruce, haven't you seen that yet?
No.
I'm so out of it, man.
You don't know that song either?
Most of the time, people don't know what he's talking about.
Dude,
so we're good.
Literally all I listen to is hateful death metal and then 90s Eurodance. That's it.
Okay, because so Trudeau was like, you should wear a mask because people speak moistly. And then he was like, oh, fuck, that's a terrible image.
Moistly. Okay, I see what you're saying.
So somebody they took his speech about it and they turned it into fucking a song. And I guess it was all over the radio. It has like fucking 6 million views on YouTube or some shit.
That's crazy. Almost as many views as our podcast.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey.
Oh. Anyway, we got to roll because we've got another one backed up behind this one. You got anything else, Chris?
I don't, man. Thanks for joining us and putting up with Bruce because, he's a bit fucking weird. So,
Wait, I'm weird. I'm not the dude jumping into a sauna and in an ice bath.
Hey, we're all a little bit weird.
Bruce, we have a rule on the fucking show.
Oh, no judging. Sorry.
No, we don't bug the guest.
Wait, that's all we do.
At least we didn't ask him what that piece of bread in a hot dog is.
All right, so now, well, wait a second. I know we're already over time, but let me tell you, we've learned a lot of things over the year and a half we've been doing this podcast. Mm-hmm. Way more than I've ever thought, and nothing to do with music at all. This morning we learned that if you wanted to, you're not easily offended, right?
I am not.
Okay. So if indeed in your brain, and maybe you've done this already, I don't know, you wanted to tattoo your schlong, you can stretch it over an empty can of soda.
Mm-hmm.
It's pop in Canada.
Oh yeah, pop. Okay, sorry. But as opposed to taking a blue pill or using a pump, you could stretch it over a can of soda, and then you could get it done that way.
We learned that this morning.
Are you asking me if I'm going to do that this afternoon? Is that your question?
It would be shocking.
Or what will you get tattooed? That's the thing. I'd probably get a Dracula face.
I don't even know where we go sometimes on these things, but
Okay.
all right. So
Hey.
we really need to run.
Yeah. Hey guys, really appreciate you having me on. Yeah.
Hey,
Awesome.
thanks for putting up with us. I appreciate it. Good luck with everything, and we'll
Keep
chat
us
with
in
you
the
soon.
loop when the new music comes out so we can hear it.
Yeah, I'll flip it over to you. Let's stay in touch.
Sounds good,
Awesome.
man.
All right, we'll talk to you soon, brother.
Ciao, guys.
Thanks,
Cheers.
man. Bye.
Bye.